All right, let's try to do this one without any sidelining rants.
With no sidelining rants. This is going to be right to the point. So, people who come to this channel are going to right off the bat wonder, why should I listen? What are you saying that I can't get anywhere else? What are you claiming? Why are you doing this? What's being offered here? They're trying to feel this out, right? And I can answer that question by saying specifically that what we're trying to bring to the MGTOW community that actually doesn't exist anywhere else on the net that I've seen after 4 or 5 years of looking. If someone knows where this could be found, please let me know, because it certainly isn't the Sovereign Citizen or anything like that, is the ability to have discussions with the MGTOW community about how you can more effectively do exactly what the community is labeled, go your own way instead of going the government's way. Everyone I know would rather go their own way than go the government's way. Now, to be specific, I'm talking about dealing with courtrooms and judges and lawyers and even police and bailiffs. How many men join the community because they were red-pilled the hard way by being divorce raped, alimony payments, child support, nonviolent victimless criminal charges, drug war charges, false domestic abuse charges, or sexual violence charges, right? Maybe being sued in some frivolous lawsuit and they didn't know how to deal with it. Or even just the minor stuff, traffic court extortion. Hey, you were speeding 10 miles over, you owe me $250, pay me or I'm going to make your life a living hell until you pay me. So many, right? So many people come to the community through dealing with courtrooms. And we're not saying that we know how to beat them all the time. We're not making any wild claims, but we do have some bold evidence to go with the bold claims that we do have. And to summarize that, I would say it's in having conversations about the basis of what drives the court system, the motivations of the actors, specifically bar members like judges and lawyers, how it's set up, how you can recognize how it's set up, how to be fluent in legalese, how to use, these crazy concepts called logic and ethics and actual reality and the truth, the gods forbid, right? To recognize what's going on and to help defend yourself against it. Now, we're not saying you have to go in there by yourself with no lawyer and in front of the public and any recording, go on the record forever and fight them that way. We are not saying that. We are saying the value is in the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Having the information, you become as well informed as their lawyers. You're able to see outside their boxes when right now you can't. If you think that the best way to try and defend yourself or your loved ones and your friends against a corrupt and horrifically abusive justice, quote unquote, system that does not care one lick about you beyond what you will pay it, then having the knowledge of knowing what's going on behind the scenes seems critical. Now, there's a beautiful side note to all this, because what this is founded upon is not making claims in court, not making assertions in court. We would never want to do that, because by doing that, you assume the burden of proof, and that's called a burden for a reason. You don't want to get into a determination process. You simply are trying to clarify what it is that the government is doing, specifically the prosecutor, most likely, or maybe the judge, and which will often happen. This is done with the Socratic Method of Investigation. Some of you may recognize the name Socrates through another MGTOW channel called Groundwork for the Metaphysics of MGTOW, I believe. He likes to use a Socratic method of investigation, but he does not apply it to courtrooms the way that I've done or know can be done and have helped hundreds of others across the world do. By using the Socratic method of investigation, not only do you become super powerful, way more powerful in court, but you also know how to engage in any discussion, any civil discourse, any even debate. I don't like to get in those, but if you should so choose to, you're able to use the Socratic method of investigation skillfully to expose that your opponent, when they're selling bullshit and you're standing on truth, is inconsistent and therefore not selling truth and therefore not credible and should not be followed. Now, you don't have to have all the answers, although it would help if you had solutions and not just complaints. But by using the Socratic method of investigation, there is not a political opponent you could not annihilate with enough practice, with enough exposure. There's not a feminist on the planet you couldn't burn into the ground while laughing. This is not about arguing or getting angry from fear. This is about recognizing and mocking. Mockery being way more powerful in the age of everybody's got a live streaming camera in their pocket and can apply public and therefore political pressure instantaneously globally. Mockery is far more powerful than anger, even angry protest, even if you're right. Like the mob is a tool, but as we all know, the average individual within a mob may not be operating at the most professional level that would be able to apply the most pressure. So through the Socratic method of investigation, we are introducing ideas on how to deal with courts, how men commonly get abused in courtrooms, to help you defend yourself. We're trying to keep this video as short as possible. We're going to now make some more, hopefully short videos about a variety of different topics that have to do with exactly how to do this and how to address the concerns of potential naysayers, people who think we're wrong for whatever reason. I think that's all I got for this video. We can jump into some more. You got anything else to add, Gary?
Nope.
All right, let's end this one and start some more then. I hope that was concise enough and clear enough.
There we go.
All right.